Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to day number one. Yes, day number one, week 19, spring 2024 of our journey together. That's day number one, week 19, spring 2024 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's class. To set up properly, today is a Monday. That's Monday, the 13th of May, 2024. The subject is, of course, mathematics, and it's going to be looking at past paper questions. That's all. So we're going to try to do past paper questions so that we could just get a feel and a sense of the different topics that we need to be doing. Okay, what's the name now? Man, Kingston.
Yes, sir.
Did you finish the past paper I sent you?
Yes, sir. I finished 2017 paper 1 and 2.
You finished 27 paper 1 and 2. Okay. So that
Yes,
means
sir.
I need to send you 2016 then. So let me do that right now. Did you send it to me, Kingston?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna send it to you, Kingston, and so you could be able to work on that. That's 2016 paper 1. You understand me? And by the way, Kingston,
Yes, sir.
it's the same link every class. So, you know,
Yes, sir.
you don't have to always ask for the link. It's the same link.
Yes, sir.
I don't change the link as a general rule. All right, you have it. I sent it to you.
Yes, sir. I received it.
Okay, good. Okay, so let's do some past paper questions. We're gonna start off with let's start off with these two questions. Should be an interesting. I need you to write down. I need you to write down this these two particular questions. Write them down for me, and let's engage in answering these questions. Okay, so we're ready to go. The first question, it says, Brianna, can you read the first question using the letter? Brianna Roll, are you there?
Using the letter X, write the inequality for the graph below.
Very good. So we need to write the inequality for this graph. If we look at the graph, right? First question, is -6 circled? Yes or no? I mean, not circle, is it shaded? Is -6 shaded?
No, sir.
No,
No.
-6 is not shaded. Next question, what direction is the arrow going? Left or right?
Right.
It's going right, it's going right. Now let me ask the question, the numbers to the right of 6, the numbers to the right of -6, are they greater than -6 or are they less than -6?
Greater than.
Let me ask the question again. The numbers to the right of -6, are they greater than -6 or are they less than -6?
Greater than.
Greater.
Greater, because you're looking at 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 0. All these are greater than 6, -6. So that means that our answer for this inequality is going to be what? Anyone want to try before I give out the answer? What's the answer is going to be for this one?
Negative.
No, they want us to write an inequality for it. So what's the answer going to be? We know that the numbers to the right are greater than -6. We know that the circle is not shaded, so it's going to be the inequality. Dion, where's Dion? Dion, can you hear me?
Hello?
For this question, what's going to be the inequality for this question? They want us to write an inequality for this graph. What are we going to write?
Would it be I can't remember.
You can't remember? No, man, Dion, come on, you have to be studying. Anyone else want to try? Oh boy, no one? Okay, let me pick on someone. China, help us out. What's going to be the inequality?
I don't remember how I read it, but they
Oh
didn't
my, no, no. What is it?
X greater than -6.
X is greater than -6, very good. But taking that's in words, I want the inequality sign. What sign are we gonna use? Is it this sign or is it this sign? Which sign are we gonna use? Which one?
Greater than.
Greater than, very good, the greater than sign. So it's gonna be this one. So we have to say that X, right, is what? X is greater than, do we put the bar, do we put the bar underneath it or no?
Yes, sir.
No, we don't put no bar underneath it. The reason why we don't put any bar is because it's not shaded, okay? It's not shaded. So we're just gonna leave it as X is strictly greater than -6. So what is that saying? That is telling us that the numbers that these arrows are pointing to are bigger than -6. All right. And so that's what we can, that's what it is. Now, if we want it in words, I mean, if they didn't ask us to put it in words, but just for your notes, for you to remember, right? If we want it in words, we can say X is greater than -6. That's what this is saying. All right. X is greater than -6. And that's how we can answer this question. I need Dion. Dion, go ahead, Reagan.
I don't understand this one still.
You don't understand it? Okay, all they're asking us.
Explain it again, please.
Okay, all they're asking us to do is to write an inequality for this graph. Now, okay, if you look at what this graph is representing, it's telling us, right? Look at the direction of the arrow. Is that left or right?
It's pointing to the right.
Pointing to the right. Now, to the right, are these numbers less than -6 or greater than -6? To the right.
Less than -6.
What? Less?
Oh no, greater than -6.
Yeah, these numbers are greater than -6. 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 0. All those numbers are greater than -6. And so they're saying, what symbol are we going to use for that? And so you're going to say X is greater than -6, and that's how you write it. Understand that? Reagan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I need Myla. Myla, can you hear me? Myla, are you there? Where's Myla? I can't hear from Myla.
Sorry, Miss Petite. No, my mic wasn't working for a second. I'm here.
Good. I need you to explain how we got X is great. How we got our answer.
Yeah, so the first step would be we have to look on the number line. Well, specifically look at the arrow above the number line and see which direction it is pointing in. it says to write an inequality for it. And since the numbers to -6 is right, is greater than 6, the answer you would get is 6 is greater than -6. I mean, x is greater than -6.
Very good. Now, it's very important to note, Myla, that we didn't put a line underneath this symbol. Why didn't we do that? Do you know why?
Because the numbers aren't equal.
Because we didn't shade in this -6. Had we shaded in the -6, then we would have, then we would have put the line underneath. All right, you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the rest of you, let me know if y'all understand how we got number 1 before we move on.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm not only, go ahead, Kamaya.
Can you explain one more time?
Okay, so I can't. Let me use another example. So, let's say, right? So let's say if we had let's say if I had this number line, right? And then on this number line, I had let's say I had 0 and I have -1, -2, and then let's say I have 1, 2, and 3. Now, let's say I have 0, a circle, and I go on to the right. Tell me, Kamaya, what would be my answer for this one if I have it like this? Kamaya, what would be my answer? I start at -2. Are these numbers to the right of -2, are they greater than -2, Kamaya? Where's Kamaya?
Yes, sir.
They're greater than -2, right?
Yes, sir.
So that means that we're gonna use this sign, the greater than sign, right?
Yes, sir.
Then we have to say x, because that's the variable that they give us, right? X. We're gonna say x is what?
That's a zero.
Greater than what?
The -2.
Then -2. Okay, and that's how we do it. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Same thing that for this one, it's gonna be x is greater than -6 because we put a circle on top of -6 and it's going to the right. And so it's gonna be x is greater than -6. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. And if now, the only thing now, the difference now, if we shaded the -2, then that means that we're gonna put it's greater than or equal to -2. If we shaded it, but since we don't have it shaded, then we're just gonna we don't put the line underneath, we just put x is strictly greater than -2. All right. Okay, before we move on to the next question, let me know if y'all understand the first one before we move on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm not hearing
Yes, sir.
I'm not hearing my voice, and some persons are not answering.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Well, you should have answered the first time. Open your mouth and answer. You have the answer. I'm not only talking to 5 people. Okay, go ahead, Brianna, read the next one. So this one is inequality. That's the first one, inequality. The next one is rounding. So go ahead, Brianna, read the second one, approximate.
Approximate the number 245.547 correct to A, 1 decimal place, B, the nearest whole number, and C, 2 significant figures.
Very good. Raise your hand if you know how to round. Let's do this check. Raise your hand if you know how to round. I don't know if China. Only one person? Kamaya, Malia, Olivia, Reagan, Tegan, Randisha. That's only what, 10 persons? The rest of you, y'all are not around? So with rounding, what's the magic number for rounding? Whenever you're rounding, what's the magic number? Anyone can answer.
5.
The magic
5 or
number
more.
is the magic number is 5. So if it's 5, if it's 5 or greater, we do what?
Go up.
We round up.
You bring the number up.
Yeah, we round up. If it's 5 or less, we do what? It stays the same.
Round down.
Right? So let's look at this number. We have 245.45. Wait, 245.547. And so let's go ahead and look at this number. So it's going to be 2, 4, 5 point 5, 4, 7. Now, whenever you're doing stuff like this, there's a number that you underline and there's a number that you circle. The number that you circle is going to be the number that they tell you. They say 1 decimal place. Which number is to the 1 decimal place? Which number is that?
5.
This 5 or this 5?
5.
The 5 and the what place is it? Is that 5? What place is that?
10th.
That's in the 10th place. So we're gonna circle the 5 that's in the 10th place. Okay, we're gonna circle that 5. Then we have to underline the number that's in the front of it or in the back of it.
In the back of it.
In the back.
In the box.
Yeah. So we underline 4. Okay. So 4 is to the back of this. So that means that 4 is less than 5, right?
Yeah, so
sense.
the number would stay the same.
It stay the same. So since 4 is
But the 4 and 7 turn into a 0.
no, they don't turn into no 0. We're dealing with decimals, so they don't appear. We cut them out. So it's gonna be 2. Now, because 4 is less than 5, then we do not add 1 to the 5. And so we just left with 2, 4, 5. 0.5. We don't put nothing else to the back. None of these numbers at the back. We X them out. We don't worry about them. Right? So don't worry about these 2 numbers. We X them out. They don't matter no more. Okay. So again, what we do, we circle the 5 that is in the 10th place. We underline the 4 that's in the 100th place. And because 4 is less than 5, we keep the number 5 as is. And then we remove 4, 7. And so the answer is going to be 245.5. All right. And that's how we're going to get our answer for this one. Let me know if y'all understand that. Let me know if y'all understand how I got
I
that.
understand.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's only 2 persons. So the rest of you need to stop playing with me and answer the question. Do you understand how we got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Reagan, and Ajani, and Kema, and Mark, and Kyle, and Paul. Do you all understand how I got this answer for 2A?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, you need the answer when I asked the first time. Okay, so we understand that. The next thing we need to do is, okay, Kyle, since you understand it, how we got to answer for 2A? By the way, one moment, Ajani, do you understand this?
Yes.
Okay, and then, what's his name? Kyle, explain how we got the answer for 2A. Kyle?
Yes, sir.
I need you to explain the answer, how we got the answer for 2A. You say you understand it, right?
Yes, okay. So what we have to do is right for 2A, you say so?
Yes, 2-8, round to the nearest one decimal place.
No, number 2 would just approximate the number 24.547 correct to 1 decimal point.
Mhm.
So what we're gonna do is for rounding, we have to round it up to like 1 decimal point, which is 245.547. So we just have to round off for like the lowest number for if you loaded 5, you're supposed to round it up, and the number behind it gotta go. So we just have to round it off. So if you round off to 5, 5 like stays there. Pretty sure if I just say this, so it just becomes 245.5.
You said a lot, but you said nothing. You said a lot, but you said nothing, Kyle. So my first question is, what number do we circle?
5, so
What number do we underline?
and for number 4,
Good. Is 4 greater than 5 or less than 5?
less than 5.
Good. So we do not round up. We can't round up, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's going to be 245.5
5.
when we remove the 47. You understand that?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, let's move on to the next one. We have to round to the nearest whole number. So we have 2, 4, 5, 5, 4, 7. Okay, question. What number are we going to circle? What number are we going to circle for this one? I'm asking you all, what number you going to circle? You want the nearest whole number. What number you going to circle?
5.
We're going to circle
5.
5. Very good. And what number are we going to underline?
5.
5.
The 5 right now. Because they want the nearest whole number, so we have to use the 5 that's in the ones place. Now, is 5 greater than 5 or less than 5? I'm sorry, that's a bad question. Oh my goodness. Since it's 5 or greater, what do we have to do? When it's 5,
Round up.
we have to add what? Add 1 to it, right?
Yes, sir.
Add 1. And so, what that means is we have what? 2, 4 is, what is 5 plus 1?
6.
6. And what do we do to the numbers at the back? Since they're decimals,
Drop them.
we drop them.
Drop the numbers.
We drop the numbers to the box, so we don't worry about them. So it's just going to be 2, 4, 6. All right. That's kind of like you're counting twos. 2, 4, 6. All right. Let me know if y'all understand that one.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Okay, good. So 2, 4, 6. That's going to be our answer. All right. So how do we do that? We circle 5. That's the number in the ones place. We underline 5, the number in the 10th place. Once it's 5 or greater, we add 1. It's become 2, 4. 5 plus 1 is 6. And it's going to be 2, 4, 6. Next, we need to do significant figures. Now, significant figures, some people don't know what significant figures are. But let me be the first to tell you if you don't know. Significant figures, any number, always remember this, any number that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that is not 0, is significant. Let me repeat that. Any number, 1, 2, any digit rather, any digit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All that once it's not 0, it's significant. Okay. So by that definition, how many significant figures do we have in this particular number?
6.
We have 6. We have 6 because all of them are non-zero. Once they're non-zero, they're significant. Now, there are places and cases where 0 is significant, right? If 0 is between two significant numbers, so if we have like 9, 0, 9, then 0 could be significant. So there's 3 significant figures here. So there are specific cases where 0 can be significant, but 0 is not always significant. Okay. For our question, we only need to focus on non-zero digits, so we don't have to worry about 0 in this case. So that's good. So that means that all of our numbers are significant. 245.4, 245.547. All these are significant. Now, what is the first significant number though? The very first significant number.
2.
2. Very good. 2 is the first significant number. What is the second significant number?
4.
4. Very good. And the third?
5.
5. And the sixth?
5.
5. And the seventh?
4.
4. And the eighth?
7.
7. So all 6 of these are what we call significant figures. The first one is 2 and the second one is 4. So they say they want us to approximate this to 2 significant figures, which means that we have to circle the second significant number. Question, what is the second significant number?
4.
4. 4, very good. 4 is the second significant number. So we're gonna circle 4 because it's a second significant number. The first significant number is 2, the second significant number is 4, and they say they wanted the 2 significant figures. So we circle 4. What number do we underline?
5.
We underline 5, very good. Now, since it is 5 or greater, we have to do what? Round up or round down?
Round up, so it'll be 25.
Round up. So we're gonna add 1 to
4.
add 1 to 4.
Your final answer will be 25.
No, actually not. So we keep the 2, right? We keep the 2. And what else we have? 4 plus 1 is 5. What are we gonna do to the decimals? We're gonna what? Drop the decimals, right? We don't keep decimals. But what are we gonna turn this 5 into? This 5 is not a
0.
decimal. Yeah, we
0.
changed the 5 into a 0. Remember that.
So it's any whole number you change to 0, nothing behind the decimal point.
Yeah, none behind the decimal point. That's a very good observation. So if it's a number as in the ones place, tens place, hundreds place, like that, you turn it to 0. But if it's any number behind the decimal point, you drop it. Okay, so we drop the numbers behind the decimal point, but we turn this number 5 into a 0. Okay, so that means that this number corrected to significant figures is 250. Why? Because 2 is significant, 5 is significant, 0, once 0 is trailing 0, once it's behind, it's not significant. So that's why you only have 2 significant numbers inside this new number, 2 and 5, because they are non-zero. Okay, and so the new number, this number corrected to significant figures, is 250. Okay. All right, do y'all understand that? Let me know if y'all understand that before I move on.
Yes, sir.
The rest of you, do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Where's Kiajane?
Yes, sir.
Where's Kiajane? Kiajane, where are you?
Yes, sir.
Kiajane. Oh, by the way, one moment. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need everyone to do that.
Excuse me, Ms. Petit, can you explain that again, please? Like not the whole thing, but just the ending part.
So you mean the significant figures?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait, let me say this one more time. I need everyone to take a picture of their work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need the picture of all these notes. I have Reagan. I have Malia. The rest of you I need to see your work, especially Ajani, especially Kiajane. Where's Kiajane?
Yes, sir.
I need to see a picture of your notes.
Mr. Petit, I just came like couple.
Hi. I don't need no excuse, you know. I just need a picture of your notes. The only thing you need to say is, yes, sir, I will send them. You're supposed to be at the class on time anyway. So take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp because you always have an excuse. Also, who else? Mark, I need to see a picture of your work. Who else like the doc again? And Akiro, especially Akiro and Myla. Yes?
We do another explanation of both.
I
Of what?
sent the work just now. Just need explanation.
Of what? Joseph, you say you need an explanation of what?
Of both of them, please.
Of all two of them?
Yes, sir.
Golly. Okay. So let me explain what this is again. I'm going to explain the significant thing for what's her name? Myla. Okay,
Yes,
so what I'm saying is, if you look at number 2, if you look at 2C, there are how many significant figures we have? Remember what I said, non-zero digits are significant. So there are 6 significant figures. What is the second significant figure?
4.
4. So we have the circle 4 and underlying what?
5.
Very good. Once it's 5 or greater, we do what?
Add 1 or round up.
Yes, we add 1 or round up. Okay. Good. Now, next thing. We changed the 4 to 5, so it's going to be 2, 5. But we have to drop something. What are we dropping?
The numbers behind the 5 that's in front of the decimal.
Yeah, the decimal ones.
The decimal. Yes, sir.
Now, after we drop the decimal numbers, we still have that 5 there. We have to change that 5 to 0, okay? Because it's actually not behind the decimal point. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, we have to move on. We cannot stay on this question forever. I'm not doing a whole class on rounding. Okay, I'm not doing a whole class on rounding. Neither am I doing a whole class on inequalities. I'm just going over past paper questions. So what his name is? I can't remember his name. Joseph. You have to look at the video again of this. You have to look at your notes that we already did inequalities. We had to spend a whole week on that. So I can't do this again. All right, let's move on. Clear all drawings. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so okay, so we have these next 2 questions. The first one is on PEMDAS, right? PEMDAS one. And then the second one is on a simple consumer arithmetic question. Okay, so we have 45 divided by 8 minus 3 plus 6. Does anyone remember PEMDAS? How does PEMDAS go? How does PEMDAS go?
Equations, multiplication, addition, division, subtraction.
Parentheses, what else after parentheses?
Equation.
Not equations. The E is for what?
Exponent.
E is for exponents. Very good. The M is for
Multiplication.
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 The D is for
Division.
Division. And the A is for
Addition.
addition. And the S is for subtraction. So in any time we're doing a PEMDAS question, we always have to do which first? Always have to do
Parentheses.
always have, always have to do the parentheses first, right? Then you do the square numbers, like 2 squared, 3 squared, or to the cube root, or to the square root of 9, or something like that. So first is parentheses, second is exponents. Now, when it comes to multiplication and division, which comes first? Multiplication and division, which one comes first?
I think it was, wait, anyone which show up first on the question?
Very good. They are equal. No, actually multiplication does not come before division. They are equally weighted. So whatever comes first from left to right, you do. So if multiplication comes before division, you do multiplication. If division comes before multiplication, you do division. So multiplication and division are equally weighted, so you can do them. Whatever comes first from left to right. Same thing with addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction are equally weighted, so you do them whatever comes first from left to right. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's do this question. So this one should be an easy question to do. Erase all this. So we have this thing. I have 45 divided by, open bracket, 8 minus 3. Where's Joseph? Plus 6. Joseph, are you there? Where's Joseph?
Yes, sir.
Good, Joseph. Which one? What am I going to do first? Division, parentheses, addition. What am I going to do first?
The bracket.
The brackets. Very good. What is 8 minus 3?
5.
8 minus 3 is 5. Very good. So we have 45. 8 minus 3 is going to be 5. So we get rid of the brackets. Plus 6. Next, Ajani. I have 45 divided by 5 plus 6. What am I going to do next, Ajani?
Divide 45 by 5.
Divide 45 by 5. And what is 45 divided by 5?
9.
Ajani, what is 45 divided by 5?
9.
9. Very good. So 45 divided by 5 is 9. Then we bring down the 6. 9 plus 6. Akiro, where's Akiro? Where's Akiro? Akiro, are you there? What is 9 plus 6?
15.
15. Very good. Akiro, you understand how I got this?
Yes, sir.
Explain it. Come on, Akiro, explain it. What's the first thing we do? The division, parentheses, or addition? Which one?
Division.
No. Remember what PEMDAS say? PEMDAS say we always do the parentheses first. What is the parentheses? You didn't say okay just now, right?
No, sir.
Oh.
8 minus 3.
8 minus 3. What is 8 minus 3? What is 8 minus 3?
5, sorry, 5.
That's how we got 5. After we
Plus
got
6.
5. After
Plus
we got
6.
5. You want to add 6 already?
Yes, sir. That's 11.
No.
Wait.
You can't do that.
Okay, yes, sir.
You have to do parentheses. You have to follow the rule. You have to do parentheses first.
Yes, sir.
Then exponents. There are no exponents here, so we can't do that. You always do multiplication and division before addition and subtraction. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So 45. So now we do what? 45 divided by 5, which is what? Which is what?
9.
9. That's how we get it. And 9 plus
Yes,
6
sir.
is what?
15.
15. And that's how we got 15. Understand that? Good. Class, do we understand this? Let me know if you understand how we got 15.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm only in like 5%. I need the rest of you all. Do you all understand how we got 15?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Dion, you understand this?
So,
And Mark, do you understand this? Where's Mark? Mark, are you there? Where's Mark? I can't hear from Mark, and that's concerning. Nivea, can you read the question number 4 about the apples? Nivea Garden. Nivea, are you there? Where's Nivea?
Yes, sir.
Nivea, read the question on the apples.
5 apples cost.
Why do you sound like that? Why do you sound like that? Are you using a different device or what?
No, sir, I'm using my laptop.
So why you sound far?
I'm not sure.
You sound very echoey and not clear. Anyway, go ahead and read it.
5 apples cost $3 and
Okay, that's
20
much
cents.
better. That's much better.
Calculate the cost of 8 similar apples.
What did you do? Did you come close to the laptop or something?
No, sir, there was a fan near me, so I just turned it off.
Okay, read the question again.
5 apples cost $3.20. Calculate the cost of 8 similar apples.
Good. How are we gonna do that?
We're going to multiply 8 apples and $3.20.
Hmm? They say 5 apples cost $3.20. You want to calculate the cost of 8 apples. How are you gonna do that? Does anyone want to help her? 5 apples cost $3.20. No. What you doing?
We're gonna divide.
Divide the price by 5.
I can barely hear you now, Mila.
You have to divide 320 by 5 so you could get the price for 1 apple before you move on.
Very good. We need to figure out the cost of 1 apple. All right. So that's the first thing. So once we figure out the cost of 1 apple, then we're gonna do what? Multiply it by 8 to figure out the cost of 8 apples. So let's do that. So we're gonna say cost of cost of 1 apple is gonna be equal to what? 320. It's not 320. $3.20 divided by 5. When you divide 320 by 5, what you'll get?
I got 64 cents. I got 64 cents also.
64. 5 into 320. Okay. All right, how many times does 5 go into 3? 0 times, right? 5 times 0 is?
0.
So we do 3 minus 0, which is 3. We bring down the 2. All How many times does 5 go into 32? How many times does 5 go into 32?
6 times, so 6 times.
6 times. 5 times 6 is what?
30.
30. 30. 32 minus 30 is what?
20. Well, after you bring down the zero, it's 20.
2. Very good. We have to put the decimal point right there, right? Have to put the decimal point right down. And so we bring down the 0. How many times does 5 go into 20?
4.
4 times. Yeah, that's true. 5 times 4 is 20. So we do 20 minus 20, which is what?
0.
0. And so that means that the cost for 1 is how much?
64 cents.
64 cents. Where's Nevaeh Wallace? Nevaeh Wallace, where are you? Nevaeh Wallace, are you there? Nevaeh Wallace, are you there? Where's Nevaeh Wallace? Kiana from Nevaeh Wallace. Shekinah Kalma, where are you, Shekinah? Shekinah Kalma, are you there? Where's Shekinah Kalma? Can't hear from her. Samantha, what are we gonna do after this? We already know the cost of 1.
Multiply 64 by 8.
Multiply 64 cents by 8. So now we need the cost of 8. We already know the cost of 1, which is 64 cents. So the cost of oh man. Oh wow. I cleared the whole thing. That's not good. Oh man, ouch. Okay. Cost. I'm sorry, I have to do it again. So cost of 1 apple is going to be equal to what? $3.20 divided by divided by 5. And we said $3.20 divided by 5 is what? That was 64 cents. $0.64. And then now we want the cost of 8 similar apples is going to be what? 0.64 multiplied by this time, multiplied by 8. What y'all get when y'all multiply that by 8?
$5.12.
$5.12. That's correct. All right, so again, we multiply this by 8. Let me just perform the arithmetic on this side again. I'm going to divide again so we get have it. So it's going to be 5 into 320. We said that 5 go into 3 0 times. Said that that's going to be 3 minus 0, which is 3. We bring down the 2, which is going to be 32. 5 into 32 is, we said that 6. 6 times 5 is 30. It's going to be 30. 32 minus 30, which is 2. bring down the 0. That's going to be 20. And we said that 20 minus 20 is 0. And there we are, we got 20 because 5 times 4 is 20. That's how we got 0.64. Now we need to multiply 0.64 by 8. What is 8 times 4? What is 8 times 4?
33.
8 times 4 is, what is 8 times 4?
32.
32.
32.
32. Put the 2 down, put the 3 up. 8 times 6 is what?
48.
8 times 6 is 48. Plus 3, 49, 50, 51. Put the 1 down, put the 5 up. 8 times 5 is 0 plus 5 is, sorry, 8 times 0 is 0 plus 5 is 5. So it's going to be $5.12. So the cost for 8 apples is going to be $5.12. What did we do first? The first thing that we did was we divided 320 by 5 to get 0.64. And then if we want to find the cost for 8 similar apples, we multiply 0.64 by 8 to give us 512. Reagan, you understand how we got this?
Yes, sir.
Explain how we got it.
How you got the cost of the apple? You divided 5 by $3.20, and then you got 64 cents. Sir. Then you would multiply 64 cents by 8, and you would get $5.12. Sir.
Why do we multiply by 8?
Because it asks for you to calculate the cost of 8 similar apples.
Very good. And Paul, do you understand how we got this answer?
Yes, sir.
Explain it for me.
So first we have to divide 5 by $3.20. And we get $0.64 with doing so. And then we multiply 64 cents by 8, which gives us $5.12.
Why do we multiply by 8?
Because we have to find out how much money it costs.
For how much?
For 8 apples.
Very good. Are y'all finished writing this down? Let me know if y'all finished writing this down.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, good. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. Again, take a picture of this note and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Malia, you understand how we got this? Where's Malia? Malia, are you there? Where's Malia? Can't hear from Malia. Angel, do you understand this? Where's Angel? Angel, are you there? Bree and Bride, do you all understand this?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. And China, you do understand this?
Yes, sir.
Jeremy, are you there? Where's Jeremy?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Casey and Kevin, do you all understand this? Casey and Kevin? I can't have them, Casey and Kevin. Kamaya, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next one. Let me send this up. All right. Okay, this question is interesting. This question is interesting. This is going to be the next part of it. All right, go ahead. Brianna, can you read this question?
6 men take 18 days to build a wall. Calculate the amount of time 9 men will take working on the same rate.
Very good. China, read this question for me.
6 men take 18 days to build a wall. Calculate the amount of time 9 men will take working at the same rate.
Very good. Okay, good. Reagan, how do you think we're gonna get this?
I'm looking at the question right now, so.
So 6 men take 18 days, right? If we have more men, right? How long will it take?
Divide 6 by 18 and multiply the answer by 9.
No, definitely not. Because you're trying to find for one. That's what you're trying to find, right? But it's not like cost.
I
It's not
kind
this.
of think it'll be like I'm not completely sure. Like, I'm not sure at all, actually. But I think it'd be like the last question with the apples, where you have to divide something. I'm not sure.
I mean, maybe there'll be some dividing, but what I'm focusing on is what are we dividing?
I'm thinking 6 by 18.
Divide 6 by, and then what you gonna do with your answer? Go ahead.
Multiply by 9.
This is a stupid thing.
Go ahead.
So I did this question before, but I know the answer, but I don't remember the working.
What's your answers?
12 days.
12 days. Okay, that's your answer. All right. So you don't remember how your teacher taught you? How to get it?
No, sir.
You have to study. Go ahead, China.
I think you have to times 6 by 18, then divide the answer by 9.
Thank you. Very good. Multiply 6 by 18 and then divide your answer by 9. Okay, so whenever you're doing this question, a question like this, because you can't miss it. Questions like these, they like to bring up. You'll know you'll know the particular type of question that you're dealing with. So the trick is you multiply 6 by 18, right? That's the first thing you're gonna do. Multiply 6 by 18, multiply. And then the result you get, you're gonna divide it by 9. Okay, divided. So the first thing we're gonna do is multiply 6 by 18, then we're gonna divide our result by 9. So let's say that multiply. So two-step process, multiply. So we have to multiply 6 times 18. Now, when we multiply 6 by 18, what is our result?
108.
Say it again.
108.
108. Let's check it. So 8 times 6 is what? What is 8 times 6?
48.
48. Put the 8 down, put the 4 up. 6 times 1 is? What is 6 times 1?
6.
6 plus 4 is what?
10.
10. So it's 108. So it's going to be 108. That's what we get when we multiply, right? 108. Then the next thing we want to do is we want to divide, right? So first thing you do is multiply. Second thing you do is divide. Divide. So we're going to divide 108 by what number?
9.
By 9.
9.
Yeah. So we have 108 divided by 9. Okay. That's going to be equal to, what is 108 divided by 9?
12.
That's going to be
12.
exactly 12. And so the answer is 12 Ds. So it's just a two-step process. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to multiply 6 by 18, right? Then we're going to divide 108 by 9. And that's how we get 12 Ds. Okay. Go ahead, Brianna, explain how we got 12 Ds.
We got 12 days by multiplying the 18 days by the 6 men, and we got 108. And then we divided 108 by 9 men, and we got 12.
Very good. And where's Joseph? Joseph, I need you to explain how we got 12. What did we do? Joseph?
You multiply 6 times 18, and you got 108, and then you divide 108 by 9, then you got 12.
Very good. Where's Mark? Where's Mark? Can I have from Mark? Mark, are you there? Mark, how did we get answer?
So just you multiply 6 by 18, that give you 108. And then you divide it by 9, and then that gives you 12, and then you just put the days behind it.
Very good. 12 days. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Have you sending your notes yet?
No, sir.
What are you waiting
I'm
on?
on reach it.
Okay. And Malik, you understand how we got this?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Kyle, do you understand? Kyle Williamson, do you understand?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
Read the question.
Calculate the amount of time 9 that will take working at the same rate.
Read the question, the full question. Start from 6 men.
6 men take 18 days to build a wall. Calculate the amount of time 9 men will take working at the same rate.
Based on what I have here, what's the first thing we're gonna do?
Multiply.
Very good. What numbers will we multiply?
6 and 18.
Good. And what does that give us?
108.
108. Good. Then what are we gonna do with the 108?
We're gonna divide it by 9. And that gives us 12.
That give you 12 days.
Yeah,
Understand
thank
that?
you, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Do we understand this? Let me know before I move on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The rest of you, do you all understand it? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Kiajane, where's Kiajane? Are you there, Kiajane? Where's Kiajane? Kiajane, you just was using your mic. I need you to use your mic. Where are you, Kiajane? By the way, take a picture of this and send it to me, please. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me, please. I need everyone to send their work. Take a picture of this and send it to me, please.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm gonna also put this inside the chat for those persons who just arrived. I need you to take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Where is Kiajane? Kiajane, are you there?
Yes, sir, Mr. Petit.
Yeah, I'm asking you, do you understand how I got this?
Yes, sir.
What did I do? What did I do in order to get it? Read the question, Kiajane. Kiajane, read the question. Hello, Kiajane, are you there? By the way, the rest of you, I need you to take a picture of your work and send it to me. Where's Kiajane? Kiajane from not good. Kema, you understand this? Pardon?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Ajani and Akiro. Ajani and Akiro, are y'all there? Ajani and Akiro. Ajani and Akiro.
Yes,
Ajani, where's your work?
I sent it.
Sent it already. And Akiro, you said you sent it already?
I said I sent them.
So that means you're about to send them.
Yes, sir.
You need to hurry up send them, Ajani. And where's Akiro?
Yes, sir.
Have you sent in your work?
I sent the first set, sir.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the next question. Okay, this is a good question. This is a question on something what we've been doing recently. I don't know if we did volume though. I don't think we did volume. All right, we did area, perimeter, but we didn't do volume. All right, go ahead, Aliana. Can you read this question? Aliana, are you there? Aliana, can you hear me? Can't hear from her. So I'm gonna go to Bri. Bri, I need you to read this question.
The whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
The diagram shows a water tank. The tank is in a shape of a cuboid. Find the volume of the tank. If 1 meters cubed equals 1,000 liters, calculate how many liters of water it takes to fill the tank.
Very good. Bri, what shape is this?
A cuboid.
Very good. It's a cuboid. Very similar to a cube. Only thing it's made up of like rectangular pieces. So if you want to know how to draw this cuboid, there is a nice way you could do it. So you could just draw two rectangles close to each other, and then connect them. So, but mine will be going in a different direction though, but it'll still get the job done. And so you just connect them like that. Only problem is that mine's going a different direction. Okay, so we would need to find the volume. Olivia, what's the formula for volume of a cuboid? We need to find the volume. So volume of the tank. Where's Olivia? Say it again.
I don't recall, Mr.
Say it again.
I don't remember.
What? What? Okay. Anyone else remember the volume of a tank?
I do.
The volume of a cuboid. Go ahead. What is it? What is it?
Is it length times width?
That's the area.
It's height times width times length.
Yes, very good. Length times width times height. Okay, so that's the volume of a cuboid, and that's the volume of even as well as also the volume of a cube as well. So the volume of this tank is going to be equal to the length of the tank, the width of the tank multiplied by the height of the tank. So length multiplied by width multiplied by the height. Now, question. Ajani, what is the formula for the volume of a cuboid? Ajani?
Length times width times height.
Very good. And Dion, what's the formula for the volume of a cuboid?
Length times width times height.
Good. And Bree, what's the formula for the volume of a cuboid? Bree, where's Bree?
Yes, sir.
What's the formula for the volume of a cuboid?
Length times width times height.
Very good. Length times width times height. Dante Davel, where's Dante Davel? Can you hear me, Dante? Get Davel.
Yes, sir.
So Dante, where's your notes from last week?
I love them.
How come you haven't sent them to me? Do you have my phone number?
Yes, sir.
Pardon?
Yes, sir.
So I need you to take a picture of your notes from last week and send them to me. You
Mhm.
understand me? And how about the notes from today?
I love them.
So you need to take a picture of them and send them to me. Dion, this is not your first time. Sorry, Dante, this is not your first time in this class. You know better. So you have to act accordingly. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Good. So take a picture of your work and send them to me. Dion, where's Dion?
Amel.
I need you to tell me the volume of a cuboid. What's the volume? Volume formula.
Length times width times height.
Good. Good. Okay, so what is the length in this question? Malik?
Well,
12, yes, 12 meters. Because the length is the longest side. 12 meters. What's the width?
5.
5.
The width is 5. 5 meters. What's the height?
7.
The height is 7. 7 meters. And so we have to multiply 12 times 5 and multiply that by 7. So first thing, what is 12 multiplied by 5? That should be easy. What's 12 multiplied by 5?
60.
60. Very good, 60. And it's going to be 60 meters squared. To be able to multiply that by 7 meters. And that's going to be equal to,
420.
you got 420, let's check. Should be 420 for real. 7 times 60. We do 7 times 0, which is 0. And 7 times 6, which is 42. So it's going to be 42. And so we have 420. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 6 is 42. So it's going to be 420. And it's 420 what? Meters? What? No, cube, because we're dealing with volume. Okay. 420 meters cubed, because we're dealing with volume. All right. Let me know if you all understand how I got 420. Let me know if you understand that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yes, sir, I understand.
Malik, China, Devin. The rest of you, do you understand? Olivia?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Brianna Rule, you understand how I got 420?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Bethany, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, explain how we got 420.
We find the volume by multiplying length times width times height. The length is 12, the width is 5, and the height is 7. but we multiply 12 and 5 to give us 60
Mhm,
times 7,
mhm,
which equals 420.
mhm. Very good. Very good. So the answer is 420 meters cubed. Kemar, do you understand this? Kemar, do you understand this? Where is Kamar? Kemar? Can't hear from Kemar. Dwayne Slew, where's Dwayne Slew? Dwayne Slew, are you there? Where's Dwayne? Can't hear from Dwayne.
Yes, sir.
Dwayne, you understand how I got 420? Hello, do you understand how I got 420?
No, sir.
So what are you doing in the back there?
Writing the notes I missed.
What things you missed?
I was writing the first thing you did and the second thing because I didn't get to write it.
Okay. But you have to understand what we're doing. You have to be paying attention. What's the volume formula based on the question? What's the volume formula?
Length times width times height.
Right, so if you want to find the volume of this cuboid, you need to do length times width times height. The length is 12, the width is 5, the height is 70. I mean, the height is 7. So how do we get 420?
Times 12 by 5, which would give us 60, and then we times 60 times 7.
Very good, which gives us 420. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Kamaya Ferguson, are you there? Kamaya Ferguson, can you hear me? Kamaya Ferguson, can you hear me? Yeah, now from her. I'm Kyle. Where's Kyle? Kyle Williamson. Yeah, now from Kyle. Malik Roll, can you read the second question?
Yes, sir, Mr. Petit. Roman numeral 2. If 1 m to the power of 3 equals 1,000.
1 meters cubed.
If 1 meters cubed equals 1,000 liters, calculate how many liters of water it takes to fill the tank.
Very good. So if 1 liter is 1,000, sorry, if 1 meters cubed is 1,000 liters, how many liters of water would it take to fill the tank? Reagan, what you think?
I can hear you. So what did you say?
If 1 meters cubed is equal to 1,000 liters, calculate how many liters. Tell me how many liters it would take to fill the tank.
I don't really know, so.
You don't know? Anyone else want to try? If 1 meters cubed is 1,000 liters.
Can I try?
Go ahead, Ramon.
Would it be 1,000 times 420 equals 420,000?
So we would multiply it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Ramon is saying that we should multiply it. Anyone else want to try? What should we do? Or do y'all agree with him that we have to multiply?
Is something with decimal?
Say it again.
Is it something with decimal?
No. Do we agree with him that we should multiply?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's right. You should multiply. Myla, where are you going? So 420 multiplied by 1,000. So 420 multiplied by 1,000. It's going to be equal to. So we have 420. Now it's multiplied by 1,000. So that means that we're going to move it over 3 times to the right. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So we put these zeros right now. So it's going to be 420,000. So 420 multiplied by 1,000 is going to be equal to 420,000. That's how many liters it takes to fill the tank. So the answer is going to be 420,000. And because we multiply by 1,000, we have to move over 3 times. All right, Bethany, you understand that? Okay, and the rest of you all, besides Bethany, do you all understand this?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead and take a picture of your work and send it to me. This is the 5th one. 5th question. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need everyone to write this down and then take a picture of their work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Aliana, can you hear me? Aliana, can you hear me? Can't hear from Aliana. Akiro and Ajani, are you there?
Yes.
Ajani, I need to see your work. I need to see your notes. Same thing with Akiro. I need to see your work. Malia, you understand this? Malia rule.
Yes.
Okay. And Reagan, do you understand this now? Where's Reagan? Reagan? Reagan Joseph, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand this?
Yes, sir. I'm about to finish writing it down. I'm on the second part of it now, sir.
Okay. Nevaeh Wallace? Where's Nevaeh Wallace?
Yes, sir.
You understand how we got 420,000? Nevaeh, do you understand how we
Yes,
got?
sir.
How do we get that?
60 times 7.
And what does that give us?
420.
That's how we get the volume. Now we want to figure out the second part, how we got 420,000.
You do 400 times 420 times 1,000.
1,000, very good. When we multiply it by 1,000, we move it over 3 times. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 to give us what? To give us what, Nevaeh, when we multiply 420 by 1,000? Nevaeh Wallace? Where's Nevaeh Wallace? I was hearing her. Pretty fine. Mark, do you understand this? Where's Mark? Mark, are you there?
Yes, sir.
You understand how we got 420,000?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's move on to the next question. By the way, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Where's Kiajane?
Yes, sir.
Where's your notes?
I haven't sent them.
What you need to do is you need to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. That's what I keep on saying.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's move on to the next question. All right, so let's move on to the next question, number 6. I need everyone to take a picture of their work and send it to me via WhatsApp so we could move on. Everyone needs to be sending in their work, not just a few of them of you. Everyone needs to be sending in their work. Go ahead, Brianna, and read this question, number 6.
The original price of the bag is $140. The discount is given and the price drops to $105. Find the amount of the discount given.
Read the next part.
Express the discount as a percentage of the original price.
Very good. Say again, can you hear me? Say again, can you hear me? Let's say again. What happened? You can't unmute your mic? No? Okay. All right, China, how are we gonna do this? The discount is given and the original price is 140. The discount, with the discount, the price drops to 105. What's the amount given for the discount amount?
Wait, you want the percentage?
No, for the first one, they just want the amount of the discount given.
Oh, subtract 105 from 140.
Very good. We just want a discount, right? So because we just want the discount amount, we're going to just subtract. So it's going to be discount the discount is going to be equal to $140 minus 105. So that's $140 minus 105. And that's going to be the discount amount. Like how much did you actually save? Or how much did they actually take off from the original price of the bag? And when you subtract them, what do you get when you subtract them? $140 minus 105, what y'all get when y'all subtract them? Let's see. 140
35.
minus 105. What y'all get?
$35.
What?
35.
35.
35? Okay. Let's see.
35.
0 minus 5. Can we do that? 0 minus 5.
No, sir.
No, right?
Also,
We have to borrow over. So we got to go over to the 4 and take away 1. It's interesting that we say borrow because we never give it back. But so we're gonna go over, get 1 from the 4. This is gonna be 4 minus 1, which is gonna be 3. This becomes 1. That's gonna be 10 minus 5. What is 10 minus 5? That's what?
5.
5. And then 3 minus 0 is
3.
3. It's gonna be 35. So the amount of the discount is gonna be what? $35. Okay, so $35 was the amount that they took off from the original price. Okay, let me erase this. $35. Good. Go ahead, Nevia Gordon. Can you explain how we got the discount? Nevia Gordon.
Yes, so the question says the original price of a bag is $140. A discount is given and the price drops to $105. Find the amount of the discount given. So basically all we're doing is we're getting the original price of the bag, which is $140, and we're subtracting that from the discount price, which is $105. And when you subtract 140 from, when you subtract 105 from 140, you're left with $35 left.
$5 left. Very good. Let me know if y'all understand that first part, the first part of this question. Let me know if y'all understand that. How we got the 35?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I need the rest of you to answer. Nevea, Mark, Myla,
Yes, sir.
Paul,
I understand.
Yes, sir.
Reagan,
I understand.
Kiro, Ajani. I need y'all to understand the answer. Do y'all understand
I
this?
understand.
All right, so, but so we understand that the discount amount is $35. Okay, that's the discount amount. Now what we need to do is we need to express this discount as a percentage. So Myla, how you think we're gonna answer part double I?
I think first you have to write it as a fraction and solve it.
Write it as a fraction and solve it. Where's Dante?
Yeah, like the
One
math
moment,
that
one
you
moment, one
used to
moment.
make.
One moment. Dante, are you there? Dante Udaval, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I need you to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but you haven't done that yet. I need you to do that, Dava. Come on, I'm speaking English. You have to listen to me, or else I don't need you inside my class. I already tell you this before. You have to follow instructions. Take a picture of the work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I said that like what, 15 minutes ago? Come on, you can't be inside my class doing your own thing, you know. If you do not want to do what I say, you can leave. I have no problem with that. You can go. You need to do what I say. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. And that goes for Akiro, who like to not do his work, and Dante Davel, and everyone who don't like to send in the notes. I said, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. And some of you have not done that yet. You have to do that. Go ahead, Myla, you was trying to explain something.
I looked at what it said just now and it didn't make sense. So honestly, I'm not sure.
You're not sure? The discount as a percentage
Just
of
because what I was saying,
uh-huh.
what I was saying was how I was trying to set it up. I was going to do it like how you turn a fraction into a percentage, like how you put the whole number over 100 and you do all of that multiplying. But I realized that that wouldn't make much sense to do. So I'm not really sure.
Not sure. Anyone else want to try? Express the discount as a percentage of the original price. How are we gonna do that? Do I need to call on people? Who should I call? Chai, how are we gonna do this? Express the discount as a percentage of the original price.
We put 35 over 100.
No, close though. Not over 100.
35 over 1?
No, not over 1.
35 over 140.
Yes, they said write the discount, right? Write the discount as a percentage of the original price, right? So what's the original price?
Sorry?
What's the original price?
140.
140. That's the original price. By the way, let me so if we want to get the percentage saving, we have to get the original price, right? Which is 140. What is the discount? What is the discount?
35.
35, very good. That's the discount, 35. And that's the fraction right there. Now we have to change this fraction, like Myla said, change it into a percentage. How do we change a fraction into a percentage? What do we do? How do we change a fraction into a percentage? What do we do? Oh my, how do we change a fraction into a percentage?
Right.
We divide.
No, definitely not. How do you change a fraction into a percentage? Come on, don't play cute with me. How do you change a fraction into a percentage?
Divide.
Times it by 100 over 1.
Multiplied by 100 over 1. Thank you, Bri. Multiplied by 100 over 1. Come on, people. This is grade 7 stuff. Grade 6 stuff. 100 over 1. Okay, good. Now we're gonna multiply, right? So we have 35 times 100, right? And then we have 140 times what? 1. What is 35 times 100? That's what? 3,500. All over. 140 over 1 is going to be what? 140. All right, so with this one, we could cancel out some stuff. We could be cancel out. I would definitely cancel the zeros. This is going to be equal to what? 350 all over what? All over 14. I can even simplify even further. 7 could go into both of these numbers. But I'm just gonna divide 14 by 350 just to make life easier. So 14 into 350.
25.
14 into 350. How many times does 14 go into 35? 14 times 1 is 14. 14 times 2 is 28. 14 times 3 is 42. So we have to do 14 times 2, which is going to be 28. Now, what is 35 minus 28? That's going to be what? 15 minus 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's going to be 7. With the 2 there. Minus 0. Then we bring down the 0. How many times does a 14 go into 70? Exactly 5 times. So 14 times 25 is going to be equal to 350. And so that means that 350 divided by 14 is what? 25. And so what's the interpretation? That means that 25%, the discount as a percentage of the cash price, or the discount as a percentage of the original price, is 25%. What did we do? Well, we took our savings and we put it over 100. I mean, we put it over our original price. So we took the discount, we put it over the original price. So we took the discount, which is 35, and we put it over the original price, which is 140. So 35 over 140. And then we want to multiply that by 100 over 1. 35 times 100 is 3,500. 140 times 1 is going to be 140. And so we cancel the 2 zeros. And we have 350 divided by 14, which is going to be 25. All right. Let me know if y'all understand that, please, before we move on. Let me know if y'all understand that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's only like 3 persons. The rest of you, do you all understand
Yes,
this?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Reagan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Do y'all have it written down before I move on to the next slide? Do y'all have it written down?
Yes, sir.
Samantha?
Yes, sir. I do.
Do? Okay, Malik. Okay, for those of you who have already written down, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp again. For those of you who already have it written down, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Where is Aliana? Aliana, are you there? Where are you? And from Aliana. Ramon, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Are you taking a picture of your work?
Yes.
Okay. Paul, do you understand this? Where's Paul?
Sorta.
Do you understand how I got this? Hello, Paul.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand how I got my answer, 25?
Yes, sir.
Okay, explain how we got 25%. By the way, I need everyone to take a picture of their work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Go ahead, Paul.
So you put 35 over 140, and then we multiply that by 100 and over 1, which equals to 3,500 over 140. We remove the zeros, which equals 350 over 14, which equals 25 when we divide.
25%, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. All right, again, I need everyone to take a picture of their work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp so that we can move on. Nivea Gordon. Where's Nivea Gordon?
Yes, sir.
You understand how I got this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Let's move on to the next question. It's going to be our final question for tonight. I'm going to put this inside the chat for those persons who are still working. The rest of you, please take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. The rest of you, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Okay, this is a pretty easy one. Where's Prashan? Prashan, are you there? Prashan, are you there? Prashan? Where's Prashan? Oh, we counted from Prashan. And Kingston, what number you on? Kingston, what number you on?
Yes, sir. Number 17 B.
17. Number 17.
17B.
17B. Okay.
Yes, sir. So we about the transitional language.
We are about the transitional language.
Yes, I can send my notes then.
Mr. Pati, I know this question.
Say it again.
I know what to do for this question.
You know what to do for this question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are we gonna do?
So we do A plus 57, which equals to 90 degrees.
Say it again.
A plus 57, which equals to 90 degrees.
Okay. All right, so how did you get that? What's the, you want to add them? Okay. Okay, what do we know about this angle? Once we have a box, what does that, how much does that measure?
90 degrees.
90 degrees.
90 degrees, very good. So the box right measures 90 degrees, right? And so that means that A is gonna, in order for us to get A, it's pretty simple, right? What are we gonna do in order to get A? If we know that all two of them add up to 90 degrees, if we're trying to get A, what are we gonna do?
57 divide, minus 90.
Very good. 90 minus what?
57.
Very good. 90 degrees minus 57. And what is 90 minus 57? That's gonna be what?
33.
33. 90 minus 57 is 33 degrees. All right. All right. Let me know if y'all understand this. All we did was we trying to get A, and we just subtracted from 90 because the box represents 90 degrees. Let me know if y'all understand this, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right, so I need everyone to take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. This is the last one format. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need everyone to do this. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. How many persons already sent in their work? Let me know if you already sent in your work before we move on.
I did so. I sent in my work. So.
Malik,
I did.
anyone else?
I send my work, Mr. Deep.
All right, Kingston, good. All right, we're gonna move on to English. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Everyone need to send in their math work. Let's go, people. Let's please send in your math work. Everyone need to do that. All right, let's move on to English. Let's add up. Today is Monday the 13th of May, 2024. The subject is, of course, English language. The topic is argumentative essays. Argumentative essays. And when you hear the word argumentative essay, those two words put together, what comes to mind? Argumentative essay.
Arguing in an essay.
Arguing in an essay. Okay. Have any of you ever written an argumentative essay before? Or you may have written it and don't even know that you've written it. Okay, but what does an argumentative essay mean? What do you think it means? Let me ask. Where's Chai? What do you think an argumentative essay mean?
To write an essay that argues with someone.
That argues
Or,
with someone?
Argues about a point.
That argues upon a point. Very good. So it's very similar to persuasive writing. So it's an argumentative essay is when you argue a particular point, when you defend a particular position. All right, that's an argumentative essay. So let's write that down. An argumentative essay, is a piece of writing that uses factual evidence and logical support to convince the reader of a certain way of thinking. So it's a piece of writing that uses factual evidence, right? Use logical support. So you're not rambling on, right? You have actual evidence. And your job is to convince the reader to think or to accept the particular position that you are defending. That's what we mean by argumentative essay. All right. Go ahead, Brianna. Can you read the definition of argumentative essay?
An argumentative essay is a piece of writing that uses factual advice and logical support to convince the reader of a certain way of thinking.
Very good. So when we talk about argumentative essay, these essay very similar to persuasive essay because you're trying to persuade the reader, right? So trying to persuade the reader. But with these type of essay, you want to make sure that you're using facts, hard evidence, data, statistics in order to prove your point. Okay. So although many types of essays aim at persuading the reader to believe a specific point of view, argumentative essays rely on hard evidence. Drawing on other studies and sources to prove their argument is best. So when you're looking at an argumentative essay, you're trying to use hard evidence, data, statistics, you know. Let me just explain what that is. Hard evidence, data, statistics, right? Logical thinking, right? Studies, right? Research. So So you're not talking with your head, right? You're actually presenting hard evidence. It's things that can't be refuted easily. That's what we mean by hard evidence. So, China, can you read that next sentence? Although
many types of essay aim to persuading the reader to believe a specific point of view, argumentative essay rely on hard evidence, data, statistics, studies, research, drawing on other studies and source to prove their argument is best.
very good. Now, don't let the name fool you, right? Argumentative essays don't have to be aggressive or combative now, right? But the name just basically means that you're arguing a particular point, right? And you're presenting sufficient research to support whatever you claim, whatever you say, whatever you are trying, whatever your point of view is, okay? So whenever you're writing an argumentative essay, remember your goal is to show that your thesis, whatever your main claim is the only logical conclusion. It's the best logical conclusion that could be derived, all right? Okay, so argumentative essays, we rely on hard evidence, data, statistics, research, and whatever. So let's talk about the structure of argumentative essays. So let's start with the most basic argumentative essay structure. And we're talking about the one that you typically may use inside of your exam, which is the simple 5-paragraph format that suits most short essays. So when you're writing your argumentative essay, right, how many paragraphs should you have? How many paragraphs should you have? Dion, how many?
5.
5, very good. You should have 5, all right? At least 5, no more, no less than 5. You could have a little bit more than 5, but typically just stay around 5. Definitely not less than 5, definitely. So let's talk about your first paragraph. What's your first paragraph? Dion, what's your first paragraph? Where's Dion? What's your first paragraph, Dion? Say it again, I can't hear you.
Introduction.
Your introduction, very good. And Chai, what is your first paragraph? How about you, China? China, what's the first paragraph?
Your introduction.
Introduction. Malik, what is the first paragraph?
The introduction, sir.
The what?
The introduction, sir.
Introduction. So your first paragraph is your introduction. And your introduction, which clearly presents your thesis. Remember, your thesis is your main claim, your main idea, all right? What you're trying to defend inside of this essay, all right? So which clearly presents your thesis and sets up the rest of the essay. And maybe even adds a little intrigue. When we say add a little intrigue, we're talking about, you know, it starts off in a nice way. It's intriguing, all right? So that's what we're talking about. It's intriguing, it's compelling, it draws you, okay? Kingston, what's your first paragraph when you're writing?
Introduction.
Introduction, very good. Read the first sentence for the introduction.
Yes, sir. Your first paragraph is your introduction, which clearly presents your thesis, in brackets, main claim, sets up the rest of the essay, and maybe even adds a little intrigue.
Very good. Next, your second paragraph, your second, third, and fourth paragraphs are what? What are these? Your second, third, and fourth paragraph. Malik, what are these paragraphs going to be?
The body paragraph, sir.
Very good. The body paragraphs are your body paragraphs. By the way, I need everyone to write this down for me. Where you, so in your body paragraph, where you present your arguments. You present your arguments and evidence, as well as refute opposing arguments. Each paragraph should focus on either showcasing one piece of supporting evidence or disproving one contradictory opinion. So if you don't know what to write in your paragraphs, and you're dealing with an argumentative essay, you could talk about an opposing view. Maybe like some people believe, some people argue, others think, right? Some persons suggest that, and so you explain what they believe, and then you explain why your idea makes more sense. So either inside your paragraph, you are disproving something that someone is saying, disproving a contradiction, or you are showcasing or saying why what you are saying makes sense. All right. And so, Samantha, your second, third, and fourth paragraphs, what are they? Samantha.
Your body paragraph.
Your body paragraphs, very good. And can you read the second one? Your second.
Your second, third, and fourth paragraphs are your body paragraph, where you present your arguments and evidence as well as refute opposing arguments. Each paragraph should focus on either showcasing one piece of supporting evidence or disproving one contradictory opinion.
Contradictory opinion. Very good. And so your first paragraph is the introduction. The next three paragraphs is the first, second, and third points. And then the last paragraph is going to be what? Your fifth paragraph is what?
Your ending.
What do we call that paragraph? Your fifth?
Closing. Conclusion.
No. Conclusion. Very good. Conclusion. We call it the conclusion. So your fifth and final paragraph is your conclusion, where you revisit your thesis in the context of all the preceding evidence and succinctly wrap up everything. So you revisit your thesis, which means that you remind them of what your position was, and you remind them that, hey, everything I said I was going to do, I actually did. And you wrap everything up. You may want to end with a call to action. You may end with, and you want to end though with a concluding tune, and you want to end on a good note. So, Nivea Gordon, where's Nivea Gordon? Can you hear me? Okay, I can't hear her. Kamaya Ferguson, can you hear me? Kamaya? Kamaya? Can't hear from Kamaya. Paul, are you there, Paul?
Yes, sir.
What is your fifth and final paragraph called? Paul?
Conclusion.
Very good, the conclusion. Let me ask you again, what is your fifth and final paragraph called?
Conclusion.
The conclusion, very good. And read the sentence on the conclusion.
Your fifth and final paragraph is your conclusion, where you revisit your thesis in the context of all of the preceding evidence and successfully wrap up everything.
Very good. Good. So you have, I need Myla, are you there? Where's Myla? Myla, can you hear me? Can I hear from Myla? Kmar, are you there? Where's Kmar?
Yes, sir.
What is the name of the 5 paragraphs in your essay? You start off with what? What's the first paragraph? What's the name of the first paragraph?
Introduction.
Introduction, very good. The second, third, and fourth paragraphs are your what?
Body paragraphs.
Good, and the fifth and final one is your what?
Conclusion.
Conclusion. Very good. Ajani, where's Ajani?
Yes.
Ajani, where's Ajani? Ajani, are you answering me by saying yes or yes, sir?
I said yes, sir.
Okay. What's your first paragraph, Ajani? What's the name of your first paragraph? What's the name of your first paragraph, Ajani?
The man.
The first paragraph is the?
Man claim.
No, the first paragraph is the what? Name of the first paragraph. The first paragraph is your introduction. So let me ask the question again. Ajani, what's the name of your first paragraph?
The introduction.
Good. The second, third, and fourth paragraphs are your what?
Body paragraph.
Body paragraphs. And the fifth and final paragraph is your what? Conclusion. Very good. Conclusion. Okay, good. Now, the question is, how do we make arguments, right? How do we make arguments properly? So that's going to be the next part of this, right? How do we make arguments properly? So I'm going to put this on the next slide. So how do we make arguments? That's the question. So let me go on the side so we can write this part. How to make an argument. So we have you have different ways you can go about arguing a point. But we're gonna talk about the Aristotelian way. So the Aristotelian or the classic way of doing it. So Aristotelian, that's the word, that's how you pronounce it. Aristotelian, or the classic way. Aristotelian or the classic way. All right, so this is basically a structure where you use different components to explain your argument. So let me explain it. So let me move this, put this right there. So the classic way, or the Aristotelian or classic argument, is a default structure for a clear argument. It draws credibility. Or it draws on credibility, and credibility is what we call ethos. It's credibility, ethos. How credible you are, right? That's one of the components of the Aristotelian way. And the next one is emotion. So emotion plays a big role in persuasion. So emotion. And emotion is pathos. Emotion is pathos. So you have, it draws on credibility, ethos, emotion, pathos, and reasoning, which is logos. So credibility is how credible you are. Why should I trust you, right? Have you demonstrated that you are trustworthy? Credibility. Emotion, pathos. Can I feel you? Can I sense you? Then logic, reasoning. Are you making sense, right? Can you explain an argument logically, okay? To prove its points. So China, what does the Aristotelian or the classic way, what does it rely on to prove its points? 3 things it rely on. What does it rely on?
Rely on credibility, emotion, and reasoning.
Very good. And try, give me 3 things that the Aristotelian or classic way relies on to prove its points.
Ethos, pathos, and logos.
Very good. Very good. Ethos, pathos, and logos. Now, all of which we could use all of which can be used or can be adapted. We could use this, can be adapted for virtually any argument. Okay. Now in form, it follows a direct logical path. The first one is you want to introduce the problem. What is the problem? How complex this problem is, how relevant this problem is, why should we care, right? The next thing, you want to explain your perspective. Explain your perspective. Explain your perspective rather. So the first thing you want to do with the Aristotelian way is you want to rely on your credibility, emotion, the emotion that you give, your logic and reasoning to explain a point. The next thing you want to do is you want to follow this direct logical path. You want to introduce a problem. You want to explain your perspective. You also want to explain. You also want to explain your opponent's perspective. Refuting their points. Refuting their points one by one as you go. And you also want to present your evidence. And you want to conclude your argument. So you want to conclude your argument. Good. Kingston, can you tell me the 5 logical steps for the Aristotelian or the classic way?
So the first one is introduce the problem. The second one is explain your perspective. The third one is explain your opponent's perspective. Refute their points one by one as you go. The fourth one is present your evidence. And the fifth one is conclude your argument.
Very good. Very good. And Bethany, can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you tell me the 5 logical steps in forming an argument according to Aristotelian way?
Introduce the problem.
I could barely hear you.
Introduce the problem. Explain your perspective. Explain your opponent's perspective. Confirm their points one by one as you go. Present your evidence. Conclude your argument.
Very good. And Brianna, can you tell me the direct logical path for the Aristotelian way? Brianna Roll, can you hear me? Bri, where's Bri? Bri, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me the 5 logical steps for the Aristotelian way?
Introduce the problem. Explain your perspective. Explain your opponent's perspective. Refute their points one by one as you go. Present your evidence. Conclude your argument.
Very good. So how to adapt to the process of argumentative essays. So what are the steps in, so we already know how to make it, we already know what an argumentative essay is, we already know how to make an argument. What we really need to know is what are the steps in writing this particular essay. Okay, so steps in writing an argumentative essay. What do you think the first thing you need to do when you're writing a argumentative essay? What's the first thing you need to do? Anyone can answer? What's the first thing? Ramon, when you're writing an argumentative essay, what do you think the first thing you have to do?
Introduce the problem.
No, I mean that's how to construct an argument, but like if you're trying to write an argumentative essay, what's some steps you need to take? Do you think that brainstorming is a good thing?
Yes, sir.
Good. So you want to brainstorm. And Paul, what does it mean to brainstorm?
Think of ideas.
Right, think of ideas. What else? So take some time to think about a good thesis. Right? What else? If you have time, you want to collect. So you want to collect all the evidence you need to support your perspective. What else do you need to do? You also need to write a first draft. So draft. So write a first draft of your essay. And the next thing that you want to do is you want to revise. Revising and proofreading. So you want to check your work, check your essay for errors and mistakes. All right, and that's how you go about writing an argumentative essay. You need to brainstorm, take some time to think about, what you want to say. If you are doing this at home, then you want to take some time to collect evidence to support your argument. Go online, research. If you are in an exam, obviously, you just have to think about ideas to support your particular essay. Then you want to write a first draft. That first draft is going to be, okay, this is the first initial thing. This is how I'm going to set it up. And then you want to revise and you want to proofread. So you want to check your essays for any mistakes, any errors. You want to go over it and check it over. All right. Samantha, what are the 4 steps that I gave you all in writing an argumentative essay? The 4 steps.
Brainstorming, collecting, drafting, and revising and proofreading.
Say it again.
Brainstorming,
Huh?
collecting, drafting, and revising and proofreading.
Very good. China, what do we mean by brainstorming? China, what do we mean by brainstorming?
Take some time to think about a good thesis.
Very good. Kema, where's Kema? What do we mean by collecting? Kema, are you there? Where's Kema? I can't hear from Kema. Kingston, what do we mean by collecting?
We mean to collect all the evidence you need to support your perspective.
Very good. And what do we mean by drafting?
Drafting means we have to write the first draft of the essay.
Good. And where's Kiajane? Kiajane, can you hear me? Kiajane, can you hear me? Where's Kiajane? Kiajane, are you there? I can't really hear from Kiajane. Joseph, are you there? Where's Joseph? Joseph, Kalma, are you there? Where's Joseph?
What's the take?
Yes, can you hear me?
This one?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What do we mean by revising and proofreading? What do we mean by that?
What do you mean by revising?
And proofreading, revising and proofreading. What do we mean by that?
Wait,
In an argumentative essay, one of the steps is we have to revise and we have to proofread. What does that mean? It's right there on the screen. The last step, right there.
Check your essay for errors and mistakes.
So let's try this again. In an essay, what do we mean by revising the essay and proofreading the essay? What does that mean?
Check your answers for errors and mistakes.
Very good. Okay, so quick recap. Let's go over it. So an argumentative essay is when we use factual information, logical support to convince the reader of a certain way of thinking. So you're using evidence, using statistics, using logical thinking to convince a person who is thinking one thing to convince another, to think about an issue in another way. So the things that we use in an argumentative essay is hard evidence, irrefutable logic, statistics, data, study, research, all those things we use to support and to prove our claim. Okay. Now, in terms of an essay, how many paragraphs, an argumentative essay, how many paragraphs do we need for an argumentative essay? How many paragraphs? Anyone can answer how many paragraphs we need?
5.
5 paragraphs. The first paragraph is what? What's the first paragraph?
Introduction.
Introduction. Second, third, and fourth are body paragraphs. And then the fifth one is the
conclusion.
Conclusion. Very good. And then we talk about how to make an argument. In order for you to make an argument, you need to be able to introduce the problem, explain your perspective, explain what the other person may think, refute whatever they're saying, right? And then present your evidence and conclude your argument. That's the Aristotelian way. Now, within that, you could use logic, you could use reasoning, which is logos. You could appeal to their emotion, which is pathos, or you can just be credible by providing credible sources, by being organized and stuff like that. And then in order to put everything together, you have to first brainstorm. Take some time, think about what you want to write, think about your thesis, think about your arguments are gonna be. Then you want to collect as much evidence as you want, as you need for your essay. Write a first draft. The first draft is not gonna be it. You need to check your essay for any mistakes and error and then correct them, okay? All right, let me know if y'all understand this topic about argumentative essays. Let me know if y'all understand it.
Yes,
I
sir.
do so.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. I need you to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Once you have done that, then you can go, but make sure to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp first, and then you can leave.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
See you tomorrow.
All right, good night. Take care.
Good night, Mr. Petit. I sent in all my work.
Good night.